Banded good mornings is the same movement as a regular good morning, but we are now using a band. For barbell row, you want to be as bent over as you can be and pull your shoulder blades back, rowing the bar towards you. You want an overhand grip on the bar. For bench press, we want to keep the head, shoulders, and butt all on the bench all at the same time, as well as our feet planted in the ground. We want to press through our midline of our chest and push the bar back and up towards the rack. For pause bench, you will hold the weight on your chest for 2 seconds before pressing the weight up, as well as towel bench. When you get to towel bench, text Coach George, Coach Phillip, or Coach Guerrero for an explanation. For chin-ups, it's the same as pull-ups, just with your palms facing towards you. For clap push-ups, make sure you are exploding off the ground as high as possible and clapping in between catching yourself on the ground again. Dumbbell step-ups will be a power movement. We want you to accelerate up while driving the knee. For dips, we want you slightly bent forward and go down to where your elbows are at 90 degrees. If you are an advanced athlete, you can add weight to the dips. If you are a little bit of heavier athlete and cannot do a dip, focus on the eccentric or the lowering of yourself down, controlling the movement the whole time. For face pulls, it's like what the lift sounds like. You are squeezing your shoulder blades together in the back, pulling through your elbows. For a flat dumbbell bench, it is the same as bench, but we are using dumbbells. When you are bringing the dumbbells down, bring them to the side of your chest, where they're just touching both the outer part of your chest. Front squat is the same as regular squat, but the bar will be in a frontal position. Make sure you're keeping your elbows elevated as well as a vertical torso. For good morning, it is the same movement as an RDL, but the bar is now placed on our back. Again, focus on keeping your back lock and chest spread and that hip pin. For banded hamstring drops, you will keep one leg elevated with the band while you swing the other up like a leg swing. You will alternate after 5 reps. Hand clean is an explosive movement. We will break it down into 3 steps when we get here in the fall. But for now, focus on emphasizing pulling the bar vertical and jumping and exploding as fast as you can. High clean is the same thing as anything without the catch. Again, focus on pulling the bar vertical and exploding up. For hip thrusters, you will push through your heels and have your shoulder blades on the bench. The bar will be sitting on your pelvis area. Focus on the extension of the hips. For incline dumbbell bench, it's the same as flat dumbbell bench, but we are in an incline. Make sure we are emphasizing still pressing through the chest. For inverted row, you'll be laying back on the ground, pulling yourself towards the bar. You'll have your feet up on a bench. Make sure you're pulling with your back and you're pulling your elbows towards you. If you cannot complete an inverted row with your feet on the bench, you can set your feet on the ground. For squat jumps, you will get into a quarter squat and accelerate up. You will do these reps continuously. For landmine press, you will be on one knee. The knee that is on the ground is the shoulder that you will press with. Your off hand will be set behind your back. You will bring the weight all the way down to your shoulder and then press up.
It's like shit for the summer.
For lat pulldown, it's the same movement as a pull-up or a chin-up, but you are now pulling the weight towards you. Emphasize pulling with your elbows and contracting your shoulder blades. Lateral lunges will be done by stepping out and alternating sides. You will hold your weight in front of you in a gallop position, as shown. For monster walks, you will put a band around your hips and move forward and backwards as shown. as well as lateral going back and forth. All of these will be done for 20 yards. If you do not have a band, you can hold a weight in your hand like lateral lunges. For PB leg curl, you will need a physio ball. You will be elevated on your shoulders with your butt up, and you will just curl the ball into you. For plate overhead lunges, you will place a plate overhead, keep it fully extended while you stride out and push off. For pull-ups, you want your palms facing away from you. We want you to pull yourself vertically to the bar. If you are a heavier athlete that cannot perform pull-ups, go ahead and add a band or work on a negative just like dips. If pull-ups are too easy for your body weight, go ahead and add a weight. For push press, there is a quarter squat dip before pressing the weight overhead. We want to move the weight as fast as possible and catch it in a quarter squat. We will do RDLs with a barbell. Make sure we are hinging at the waist, pushing our butt back, and maintaining our back lock chest spread and keeping a big chest. We will only go to mid-shin for RDLs. For Scap ROM, there are two ways you can do this. You can do this on the floor as shown or on a wall. We want you to bring your arms all the way in and all the way overhead while pressing your elbows against the ground. For shoulder complex, you will be doing 3 movements, a Y, a T, and a W. After completing all 3 of those, that is 1 rep of the shoulder complex. For shoulder press, for the setup, you want to have your elbows in front of the bar. You want to press the bar vertically overhead, where in the finished position, your biceps are inward facing your ears. For single arm bent over row, we want your hand on a bench and your feet in athletic stance. You will row back by pulling your elbow straight back, not by pulling with your bicep. Single arm snatch is an explosive movement. We want you to catch the snatch in a quarter squat. Again, you're going to dip into a quarter squat and jump vertically, pulling the weight vertical overhead. For split squat, you will have your back foot on the bench and it will be a single leg squat. Again, making sure we're getting to parallel on every rep. When we are doing split squat, we are doing how many reps we are prescribed is for each leg. So if we are prescribed 8 reps, we're doing 16 total legs. For squat, we want our athletes to get to parallel in their depth. We want you to maintain bar path through the midline of your foot while emphasizing pushing your knees out on the way down.
That's how I squat.
For Sumo Deadlift, we want you in a wide stance with your toes pointed out, firing your hips through. For toe touch progression, you will do 5 toe touches. 5 with your toes elevated, 5 with your toes flat, and 5 with your heels elevated. For upright row, there is no jumping movement. Just pulling the bar as high as you can. Make sure you're pulling your elbows high. For weighted push-ups, you will have a partner place a weight on your back and do as many push-ups as you can.